Hello YouTube, it's your boy Vintage Sterling Finds. We're back at another market. We're at Heritage Hall for Heritage Assembly. It's all vintage. So the last market was more of a pop-up. This one's strictly vintage. Now, we're gonna see, because the last market was $150 for the day. This one's $50. Last one was free to enter. This one's $5. So we'll see. Last market, the clientele tends to be younger, under 30. This one, the clientele tends to be like 40, 50. So we'll see. Last market, I think we did like, what, 1,400? So let's see if we do more, do less. Got the Christmas sweater. Let me show you guys around. Here's my booth. Vintage watches. This time I bought a couple Timexes. Again, 20. Got our $50 watches. $100 watches. $20 watches. Mechanicals for 20. All jewelry's 20, all sterling. Even bought a little pocket knife. So you have like other vintage items. I think they have some jewelry. Other kind of vintage items. It's like what? Opens in 12 minutes. Vintage items. Here we got a lot of Christmas items, which is kind of cool. More vintage items. This is Joe's booth. She has jewelry. Some housewares. We have board games, which is kind of neat. Christmas, which is always loved. More kind of vintage items. Always like to walk around, see if there's anything cool to buy. Old flight suit that looks like. That's kind of neat. There's like a lot of glass, housewares. Let's go down here. Some jewelry. Kind of cool stuff. More housewares. Some more collectibles. Okay. Time is 10:30. We're open. Let's get to it. There's already people milling around. So let's see what we can do. Okay, the time is 11. We've been here half an hour. No sales. It's pretty busy. But I mean, the people are older, which is not my demographic. So nothing's really going too far. I'm starting to get a little nervous. I think I like the more pop-up markets where the people are young, hip, trendy. A lot easier to sell through. There we go. You can see there's people around. Nobody at my table right now. Playing some kind of hip music. So hopefully sales come. So the time is now 11:52. We've been booming. I sold $200 watches, $350 watches, a $20 watch or two. She sold some jewelry. We still have people at the table. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Customers, again, younger. Like most of the customers, I'd say are like under 35, under 30. Just shows you guys younger customers. And we see there's a couple people over there. Couple people there looking at some jewelry. So again, we're doing pretty good. We'll probably be a little slow around lunch, but it should heat up pretty good. Yeah, so the time now is 12:15. We have that little bit of that lunchtime low. There's still people. I've sold a couple more items, but this is when people are out at lunch. Usually like around 1 it picks up again. This market closes at 4. I prefer when it closes at 5 for the other markets, because those are like between 4 and 5 I do a lot of sales. But we don't pack up early. Kind of cool. Let's get to it. So it's just before 1. We're in that little bit of a midday hump. There's people around. Usually about 1 it picks up when people are done lunch. So we're just sitting here chilling. A couple more small sales. A couple people looking around. So hopefully things pick up a little bit. We'll finish strong. You see there's people there. All the way around there's people. You can look around the market. Good, good. This one I'm going to try to get some shots of me with customers. But unfortunately there's nowhere for me to really mount the camera. We're quite tight back here. So maybe I could like put it here maybe, or like that. Nowhere to mount it. Figure something out. time is now, what time are we at? Just after 1:30. Last hour's, the half hour's been kind of slow. Couple people milling around, not many sales. The sales we do have are like $20 sales here or there. So I'm hoping, 2 o'clock, usually the last hour or two we finish strong. So I'm hoping. So just chilling, people behind us, people to the side, ready to go.
This is the closest I can compare it to, but well, actually, this does match nicely because the Casio has, like, the Casio one has the square, and then...
Okay, the time is now just before 2:20. Had a couple more $50 sales, jewelry, $20 watches. Things are moving. Show you guys around. It's like there's people, not packed, but I mean people are down there looking around. Some of them are vendors, $100 watches. Okay, the time is now just after 2:30. We've been quite slow the last half hour, not much. Hopefully we get another push. I'd like some more big sales. We'll make some money, but not, I don't think, huge. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. You never know if the market's going to be a banger, what's going to happen. Okay, last hour left. We've had a couple sales. We're not getting the swarms of people, but people seem serious. They're buying for the most part. Things are going. I don't think any sales record, but we're chilling. A couple people out and around. Not like tons of people, but people are out. Not getting the swarms of people. So the time is now just before 3:45. We had a couple more sales. I mean, it's pretty dead. But things are moving, mainly just vendors. As you can see outside, it's starting to get dark. It's Vancouver, so at 4 o'clock we get dark now. So you can see the shadow on my face. We did okay. We're not gonna pack up right at 4. I usually like to spend like 10 minutes extra. If there's some customers, a lot of the times they feel a rush, then they come and buy. Time is now 4. Everybody's packing up. We just had a sale a couple minutes ago. 20. We're gonna spend another 10 minutes, then we'll go home. I'll tell you guys the total, how we did, what I think. See you soon. We are home, back in the studio. It's actually Tuesday. I wanted to give a day or two before I made the video. So the market wasn't the best. We did under 1,000, like 960, 980, something like that. $50 to go to the market. I paid my girlfriend some money, so I still made a little bit of money. Now, another point I want to make with you guys is sometimes those markets are good to make connections, both buy, sell, trade. Example was on Sunday, I had a guy look at a watch, some of my $100 watches. He said, I need a gift for my girlfriend. These ones aren't really, I have a very specific watch in mind. So I said to the guy, hey, here's a link to my Etsy. Let me know. Next morning, he messages me saying, hey, there's this watch on your Etsy I like. I'm downtown Vancouver. It's 180. What's the price? Can you meet today? So I said, okay, cash price $140. And I can meet you at 3 o'clock. I was at a cafe that was like maybe 10-minute walk from his house. He said, sure. So he came, picked up the watch. So I guess, that's an extra 140 in sales on top of the flea market. And, I gave my Etsy to probably 10, 15 people. Because, I have 7,000 watches. I can't bring everyone to a flea market. So again, that helped. I have a couple other deals possibly pending. People are looking for stuff, so we'll see. So I think that's another added bonus to the flea market. Now, I think next time for the flea market, I'm going to bring a little bit different of a camera so I can try to film more. Because with the iPhone holding mic, it's a bit much. I kind of need my hand, so I have maybe the Insta360 would be cool. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.